Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is my last video for today because I have to go to work. So this is my bonus martial art video. Yes, I will be doing some martial arts. Yes, these are kamas. They are wooden. They are practice kamas, and I also will be using them as tanfas. Instagram, you've already seen this part, but we're going to give a recap to Kung Fu Havoc number 2 before I break off into some martial arts shit and some true martial arts shit. At the end of this, we'll be talking. Alright. So if you know how to use kamas, you don't need to see this part of the video. If you do know how to use kamas and you want to stick around, then that's fine. Your don'ts with actual kamas is this, because the blade will probably impale your fucking hand. Since these are practice kamas, knock yourself out. But also respect them as practice weapons, because practice weapons are still going to be deadly in the hands of a true martial artist. As I've said this before. Instagram, y'all know the drill. So, kamas. Block gouge, or strike, 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 strike. Now, if you've taken Kenpo, you know exactly what that means. Fum, 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 fum. Yes, you use kamas in Kenpo, if you are taught a specific type of Kenpo. Now, you also use kamas in ninjutsu and also in Kung Fu. Alright, let me explain that, because in case everyone doesn't know, Kung Fu originated in China, or in India, or Egypt, one of those three countries. They will be fighting about that until the end of time. So what you need to understand is, everywhere that a martial art went to, Kung Fu spawned karate, the Japanese perfected karate. Ninjutsu was initially in China, the Japanese perfected that. So, Wushu, Kung Fu, Wing Chun, Shaolin Ryu, Shaolin Kenpo, and everything else that's Chinese, the Chinese perfected that. But everything that's Japanese, that spawned from Chinese Kung Fu, Japanese respected that and respected it and perfected it. And then, same thing with Korea. Now, for those who don't know, the Kwon Do is a Korean weapon for Taekwondo. Now, initially, if you're a Dynasty Warrior fans, Lu Bu had a Kwon Do also. But the original Kwon Do was over so many pounds. And the short sticks, which is a Korean fighting style for Kenpo, initially was one bow staff. And the legend goes that the man who had the bow staff, he loved this bow staff so much that he refused to get rid of it. So he fixed it and made short sticks. Alright, now let's go into kamas becoming tanfas. Now these kamas are being used as tanfas for simulation only. They cannot really become tanfas because I'm holding what would be blades, which would impale your fucking hands, which means you wouldn't have any thumbs. Alright, so for your tanfas, boom, that's outside to inside, boom, inside to outside. And you see, if I didn't move, when I went here, I would have probably struck a rib. And you don't want to fight and hit yourself with the weapon that you are using. So boom, step in, swing out. I know that looks corny as hell, but that's going to save a rib. Boom. That strike works better than boom and this strike. I understand how that works. I'm an outside guy when it comes to this shit, and mostly probably because of Kung Fu, they always tell you get to the outside. So when you get to the outside with tanfas as well, boom. So this guy's throwing a punch, boom. I blocked him. Now I got options. I push him off. I can throw a foot. I can block him and then strike him. And not only am I striking him with the tanfa, but I'm catching him with the elbow. So I can boom, boom, you know, or I can boom, and then do one of those. I don't like that. It doesn't feel comfortable. And I'm a strong believer, if it doesn't feel right, then it's probably not right. But 9 times out of 10, it could be right, it just doesn't feel right for you. Alright, so remember your tanfas, your blocks, kamas, same blocks. Boom, boom, boom. Now, if you're going to get caught, you're going to get caught there. Because that's what that's for. And the kamas have a hook. So, boom, when you're hooking, and then you're hooking there. Alright, so you're pushing off and you're hooking. Now the thing that made the kamas so dangerous is they were small and very, very noticeable. Same thing with the rings, they have the blades on it, or the chakra. Yeah, those things they use in Dynasty Warriors with my favorite girl. Anyway, those are some lethal ass weapons. But now we're going to do tanfas. So, your block, inside to outside to inside. it pays to know, for me specifically, and I mean this only specifically for me, that these outside to inside strikes feel better for me than these inside to outside strikes. So let's work through foot strikes as well as Tonfa strikes. Alright? So I'm going to kick first. Boom! Outside to inside Tonfa. I'm going to kick first. Boom! Outside to inside Tonfa. Why am I using outside to inside? Because again, if I'm holding tight, inside to outside is going to hurt me because of my ribs. You see it flapping. Not the best idea. Jab. Boom. Up. That's inside to outside. Jab. Down. That's outside to inside. Understand how that works. This is safe but dangerous. This is more safe, which is why I always use outside to inside. Inside to outside is not bad, but it's more dangerous because if you don't get your body fully extended before you whip it out, this is what's going to happen. You know, not fully extended, you're going to come out and you're going to hit a rib. So, boom, you want that thing all the way out before you do that. Here, you don't have to take that risk because you're already fully extended. Even if you're not, you can still get full range of motion with your weapon, which is very important for you people who do martial arts, who train with weapons. It's very important. You have your tight blocks. So like if someone's throwing this kick, boom, I got this tight block. So I can block it. You know, that way when they throw this kick, boom, I can tuck it. I can block, boom. I can put both blocks down and they can kick my tonfas. When they kick my tonfas, I can shield like this. You know, it's a lot you can do with tonfas. Whole lot you can do. Probably more with tonfas than you can with kamas. So, boom, bam, boom, boom. Understand? Boom, 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 boom. You know, you can do a lot with tonfas versus kamas, which, boom, boom, boom. Now, granted, your tonfas aren't killing machines unless you hit people in the right areas. Your kamas, on the other hand, you don't have to fucking use them as killing machines, but they're guaranteed killing machines no matter where you hit them because this is a blade. So you're slicing somebody, you're going to be slicing them. You're going to open their ass up pretty good with kamas versus opening them up with tonfas. Now, I prefer tonfas over kamas for one simple reason. I'm not trying to kill anybody. Kamas are designed specifically for killing. Tonfas are not. So you're going to do tonfas, boom, boom. You're basically just defending. You're going to do kamas, boom, boom. You have blades on the end of these bitches. So you're gouging motherfuckers out. Boom, 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 boom. You know, you're fixing to do bodily harm to some people. And you need to understand that. These are blades. Well, now, I use them as kamas because they are kamas, but when I use them as tonfas, like I said, the only thing missing is about 3 or 4 inches on the end. The tonfa should cover your entire forearm. It should cover all of this and a little bit more of that. Now, if you're going to use tonfas or kamas, you need to understand that a weapon is not a toy. Alright? It's kind of like the difference between this side kick and this taekwondo kick. Chamber. Okay. Now that chambering is supposed to build power versus this gung fu kick. You know, there's little difference in there. And the same thing like positioning. Alright, positioning is everything when someone is coming at you. If you're going to do an outside-inside crescent kick and you can't fight, your landing point is your position to escape. Outside-inside crescent kick, he's coming, boom, I'm here. Shift my hips, I'm out. Same thing on the other side. Boom, shift my hips, I'm out. Now, inside to outside crescent kick, it's a little bit more difficult to escape, but you can still escape. You're coming this way, boom, he's over here. Shift my hips, I'm out. Boom, he's over here. Shift my hips, I'm out. Now, I'm going to explain this because I'm done and I have a wedgie or two. And a front wedgie. If you're going to do martial arts, first and foremost, I'm sorry, I got to be honest now, I got to give you the whole 99.9 plus 1. It will help to know if you actually can fight. Alright? It really will help to know that you actually can fight. It would also help to know if you can take a hit. Alright? And if you're not being able to take a hit in a sparring match, you're in trouble. Straight the fuck up. You're in trouble. Now, some people do hit you hard purposefully. I'm not going to say you should probably hit them back hard purposefully. But, that will teach you, okay, I know how much I can take. But here's the thing on that. That's also bullshit. Because in an actual fight, your adrenaline is pumping. And 9 times out of 10, that first couple of hits you're probably not going to feel unless they knock you slam the fuck out. Then you're not going to feel anything after that. But at that same time, knowing what you can take helps you. Alright? I'm not saying you get into a fight and start rocking the shit. Come on, harder, 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 right here, harder. No, don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. Because your partner might get overzealous and forget that you're actually sparring. And then you might forget that you're sparring and he hits you one hard time too many and bip! Raw adrenaline and power may come through. So that's going to fuck you up. It's going to fuck up your training partner. You don't want to do that. So, now let's get into the serious talking portion of this video. Instagram, you guys can probably bail now because you probably don't want to hear this shit. If you're a martial artist and you want to hear it, feel free to stay. I'm going to stop both of these videos at the same time. Or at least I will be stopping Kung Fu Havoc at the same time first. Alright, so we're going to talk about martial arts, and you guys who are martial artists are not going to like it. So let me apologize to all of you now. Alright? Now, unless Instagram kicks me off before this happens, let me apologize to all of you right now. First thing you need to understand about martial arts is that a specific martial art for your specific body size is recommended by me. You don't have to agree with me, and I honestly don't give a damn if you don't. So here's my rules. 5'1" to 6'2", Kung Fu and all the martial arts are for you. Now stop at 6'2" for a reason. Because 6'2" is that pinnacle. Because it's just 2 inches above 6 feet. And usually I stop at 6 feet. But anything over 6'2", Kung Fu really isn't for you. I mean, you can do it. I'm not saying that you can't. It's just that some moves are not for your body. Alright? So if you're 6'2" and above, martial arts can still show you love. It's just that some martial arts that are more Chinese-based are for shorter people. Now, in the exceptions of like capoeira, BJJ, Taekwondo, Okinawan Karate, Okinawa Kempo, Shaolin Rus, Touchy. It's like the only Shaolin Kung Fu that's actually really, really touchy on size. Let's see. I don't know shit about Salat because I've never taken it. I don't know shit about Krav Maga because I've never taken it. But fucking, I didn't know about the Filipino martial art either. So whatever the hell that is, I've never taken it. But as for the things that I have taken and a couple of sumo stuff, your height does play a big factor. But for most of the Chinese martial arts, it's really bad to be over 6'2". It really is. I'm sorry. I'm hurting everybody's feelings, but I'm telling you the truth because there are some things, especially like wushu. I've never seen a guy 6'5" do wushu. And if you guys know a guy that's 6'5" and do wushu, send me his video so I can see. But most of the people who do wushu are like 5'7" and below. And especially the girls. I haven't really seen too many like 6-foot girls doing wushu. Alright? Taekwondo, check. Wushu, no. But like Wing Chun and stuff, that was specifically made for smaller people like me, because I'm 5'3", to beat up on giants. And Wing Chun herself was like 5'1", 5'2". Okay? And she was beating the shit out of everybody. So, if you guys are sleeping on Wing Chun, the joke's on you. Now let's talk about sleeping on martial arts while we're at this. Do not sleep on Kempo. Do not sleep on Aikido. They maybe have become more showy martial arts like Taekwondo and Wushu, but do not sleep on those showy martial arts. Do not sleep on them, because that motherfucker using them may surprise you. Now, I watched Icy Mike, shout out to Icy Mike, and I watched Rob, and I don't agree with some of the things that they agree with, especially like with BJJ. I am not a fan of BJJ. I learned that shit in the Army, and I know the ways to keep you BJJ guys from fucking me up. Alright? I'm going to talk about that shit, and you guys aren't going to like it. So if you're a if you're a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, I love you, and I'm sorry. But here's why I piss you off. The thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you got to get me on the ground. You have to. You have no choice. But see, I took Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the military because I didn't have a choice. But what I learned in the military is really simple. You can't get me on the ground. This shit doesn't work. Now, the other night I watched Icy Mike talk about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for little guys and such and such. You know, no offense to Icy Mike. I don't agree with that, but he was right on damn near everything he said in that video, but I don't agree with the part about short guys. Because here's that thing. You're not getting me on the ground, and I'm a short guy. When you come in for your double leg or your single leg, you're getting a knee to the face. I'm sorry, because they taught me how to sprawl. So you have to sprawl to come get me. And in your possession of sprawling, what the military didn't teach me, what I'm going to teach you guys, especially if you do BJJ, because if you think about it, and all of you who do martial arts, you are always constantly thinking while fighting. Even though it's instinctively, you're moving on instinct, you don't know it, but you are constantly thinking. So I'm going to tell you this, and may the chips fall where they may for all you BJJ guys. When you're coming in, you have yay so many options on taking a person down. Alright? If you're a wrestler, you can do the schoolboy. If you're a straight BJJ guy, you can do the double leg takedown or the single leg takedown. Now, here's where that becomes a problem. Alright? In the arena, I'm going to get my ass kicked. Straight up and down. I'm going to get my ass kicked. You know why? Because before I had my hip replacement, I had a friend who was talking about martial arts and MMA, and then he asked me what would I do if somebody was coming in for a double leg takedown or a spear. And I told him, my knees and my elbows are going to hit him in his solar plexus and his shoulder blades. And he said, you can't do that. I said, it's a cage fight. He said, yeah, but it's a cage fight with rules. You cannot purposely elbow somebody in the spine. And I said, oh, well, guess who won't be an MMA fighter? Because I'm a strong believer in, I'm going to stop you from hurting me no matter the cost. So if you're coming in for your double leg or your single leg, you're going to get a knee to the face or an elbow to the spine. Now, if you haven't had this experience where someone's going to grab you and you sprawl and your sprawl doesn't work, because I don't have any upper body strength, but I got a lethal ass brain. Alright? If I can't stop the blow, I have to absorb it. Alright? And if they're not teaching you this in martial arts, then they shouldn't be teaching you martial arts. Because you're not going to stop every hit. I don't give a fuck. You can block all day. One of those motherfuckers are going to get through. One of them. One of them's going to get through. And anybody who's telling you you can block everything, they are lying through their teeth. Or they just haven't come across a guy who is a little bit better than them at the fucking art that they are fighting in. Alright? So if I'm doing BJJ and I know I have to double take you any which way, I have to come to get you on the ground. To get side mount, top mount, full guard, I got to get you on the ground first. And I want you guys to, after you're done watching me, I want you guys to get off this thing and go watch what I'm about to tell you. Go watch these BJJ videos of how no one scrambles to use their elbows or knees when they're on their back. Because when you're going for the arm bar against me, and I'm supposed to be fighting, no, fuck that. The second that you get on side mount, where your body's across my chest, I'm kneeing you in your lungs or your ribs. I'm kneeing the shit out of you. I'm on my back. You better believe, boom, boom, boom. You can have this arm. You can have it. Because all of this shit on you is mine. I'm not worried about my arm. I'm probably gonna tap. But you're gonna fucking earn that shit. Because I'm gonna need all of this shit while you're laying across me and I'm in a fetal position. Come on, y'all. Y'all are BJJ guys. You are in a fetal position. There's no need for you to not use your fucking knees. Alright? Again, I had to do a lot of push-ups in the Army. I got smoked for doing shit that I wasn't supposed to do. You know, it's kind of the thing. We know you know what you know, but now you need to know what we want you to know. You're going to do what we tell you to do, or a front leaning rest position is for you. So, if I'm on my back, God, I wish I had something I could use as a practice dummy so I could actually show you what I would be doing. So picture me on my back and picture a guy across my chest and he's going for this arm and I got it like this position. Now he's trying to make the transition so that he can do the arm bar. Not the Uenagi, not the fucking Fujiwara where I'm back here. No, he's just straight trying to do an arm bar, hyperextend my elbow, make me tap. But before he gets to that, we're locked. My arms are locked so that he can't unlock it. And while he's struggling on that, he's not protecting shit. Understand, all of this shit, if his left side's like right on my face, and unless he has his arm going across my fucking face, like rubbing it, while he's trying to get both arms together and he's like doing some crazy shit, I got all damn day to start throwing some knees into his fucking side. No BJJ video has anybody doing that. And if they do, please send that shit to me. Because if I'm going to teach you BJJ, because I suck at that shit, I'm going to teach you how to fucking fight it. I'm not going to teach you how to use it. I'm not going to teach you how to beat somebody who has it. I'm going to teach you how to fight the BJJ system. This is why I took martial arts in the first place. I wanted to be a more effective fighter against someone who knew martial arts. Alright? If you knew Kung Fu, I needed to know Kung Fu. If you knew karate, I need to know karate. Because I need to find a way to stop your karate against my shit. Alright? So if you do Taekwondo and you pop it out, everything in Taekwondo stops and pops. So in Kung Fu and Kempo, I learned that if I break the joint or the pressure point, I can fuck your shit up. Understand how that works? So I'm not trying to break you in half without a purpose. I'm trying to break you in half so that you won't fuck with me anymore. So when we hit the Taekwondo mat and you're doing this fancy shit, boom, 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 boom. No, you get one. When you pop that bitch out and gotta pop it back, I'm going to snap that bitch. Boom! I'm going to hit right here in those teardrops. I'm going to pull right here. I'm going to break your kneecap and I'm going to sweep your foot. And yes, it is dirty, it is evil, it is wrong, but I'm going to do that because you're not going to kick my ass. After I sweep your foot, I'm going to elbow you straight in the crotch. I'm not going to be playing with you. I'm going to elbow you in the crotch. Your automatic reflexes are going to kick in. You're going to hunch forward. When you hunch forward, I'm going to jab you in the throat. If I can't get you in the throat, I'm going to get you in the solar plexus. Because if you can't breathe, I don't give a fuck if you're 6'8". If you can't breathe, you can't win. I'm sorry. I want to get that off my chest. Because there's a lot of people out here just saying size matters. No, it doesn't. Size does not matter. Skill matters. Your skill level and your fighting experience is the only thing that matters when those fucking hands start swinging. And you don't have to believe me. You can take the word of a 5'3" guy who's never had his ass beat by anybody other than his older sister. Trust me when I tell you, if you can't breathe, you're done. So my kill zone record is simple. Throat, sternum. That's it. Crotch if I have to, but usually right here, your liver, your lungs, all that shit's in this one spot. You know, I'm going to hit you there. People always talk about hit him in the face. No, fuck that shit. Hit him in the fucking breadbasket. The body will fall, the head will follow. And if you can't reach the breadbasket, the throat. Go for the throat. If a person cannot breathe, it doesn't matter if they're 6'2" or 5'1". If that person can't breathe, the fight's yours. It's just that simple. Am I wrong for being so brutal? Probably. Because there's no sport in that. However, I'm not in this shit for the sport. I fight to survive. Fuck that bullshit. You know, if I'm going to fight you, because it's more than likely you probably done something to me, or you just decided like everyone else who sees a guy who's 5'3", 100 and nothing, I'm going to beat his ass. I'm going to be able to throw him all the way across the room like you see that shit in the movies. Fuck what you think. Here's what you know. Just because I'm small doesn't mean I can't send your ass to the hospital. Now they talk about martial arts being about strength. The true strength comes from within. Alright? I don't have any upper body strength. I'm 127 pounds. I have no upper body strength whatsoever. My damn feet are pretty lethal, minus the 49% of my arsenal that had to go away because I'm not allowed to do wushu anymore. But I can still do basic shit. And no matter what anybody else teaches you on Instagram or YouTube or any other shit, here's the hardcore truth. In an actual fight in the street, you're not going to do anything other than basic shit. That's why I said 30%. 30% of what you learn from sitting in that dojo in your gi is going to work outside. That other 70%, sport karate, tournaments where you do katas, all that shit's fine. It's going to work fine in there. It's going to be all 100% there. But when you step out into my world, when you step out into the streets, it's a different ball game. And you can learn all the martial arts you want in the world, but if you've never been in a fucking street fight, everything that you've learned in the dojo ain't gonna do shit. Which is why I know I've been in more street fights than any tournaments, because I've never been invited to any tournaments. And if you don't have a belt, 9 times out of 10 you can't compete. There was a lot of laws in Virginia in the 90s that I found out was bullshit, which held me down. And I want to thank Sensei Seth for that, for letting me know about these laws. And other people was like, because, you know, if you didn't have a first degree black belt, you couldn't teach in any school. If you didn't have a 5th degree black belt, you couldn't open up your school. These was the shit that people was telling me. And I was going all over for years, still looking for some commission so that I could get certified in something. Because they was like, well, you got to have a black belt in this. You got to have a black belt in that. And all of a sudden, I just found out, like, within, 3 or 4 years ago, I don't need a black belt to open up a school. I do need a business license, but I don't need a black belt. You're talking about a mad motherfucker. Think of where I could have been 20 years ago, knowing what I know now, while I was still young and healthy, and before I went to the military and got this fucked up ass hip. But things happen for a reason. We are all on journeys that we have to face and combat. But the point of the matter is, if you're going to teach somebody a martial art, you better make damn sure that at least that 30% when they leave that dojo will work. You're not going to pay me $200 a year to go outside and get your ass whooped. Alright? I'm sorry. A lot of people are paying yay so much a month, contracted for this, contracted for that, and that's fine and dandy. So let me explain one more thing before I get off this damn Instagram and YouTube. I wanted to make Kung Fu movies so that I could teach Kung Fu for free. And there's a reason why I wanted to teach it for free. It's not because I am a McDojo. It's not because I wanted to teach quality martial arts, which is half of it. But see, when I was 7 years old, I was still street fighting, but when I was 7 years old, a man took me in and taught me karate for 3 years. 3 years for free. Without that man, I probably would have been in a street gang. I was in a gang for a day, but I probably would have been in a real gang. I probably would have been doing really bad shit with my life. I probably would have been on drugs because my family has members who did drugs and other things. The worst thing that anybody could ever say about James is that I cuss too much. And yeah, I beat up neighborhood kids. But that wasn't a choice. That was by force, not by course. Because those uncles that I had would make me go and fight damn near every day, if not every weekend. And then there was one victim who basically was adopted into the family, and they made me torture him, and I apologize to him every time I see him. I've apologized to him so much that he is threatened to shoot me for apologizing. He has grasped the understanding that we were kids and I didn't have a choice. I has grasped the understanding that we were kids and I didn't have a choice, but I knew right from wrong, and everything that I did was wrong. There is no atoning for all the evil that I've done from the age of 6 to 12. There is no atoning in that. But what I can do, what I should do, when my career takes off, is open up a school for kids that were like me. They had nothing. They came from nothing. And teach them martial arts for fucking free. Because I was taught for free for 3 years. The guy went out of business. But I was taught for free for 3 years. Then I got other people to start teaching me martial arts. I started learning Kung Fu. I started learning other karates. I started learning Kempo. As time went on, I started getting good at it. And my very last episodes of fighting was when I was 15. When I had a fight for 1 whole week, with the exception of Wednesday. I grew up a lot. I learned a lot. I taught few things to few people. You know, I got jumped on my job once at 17, and one of my co-workers thought that I was bullshit until he saw that shit and found out that I wasn't bullshit. The thing about fighting is simple. When you fight, you either get really good at it or you get really bad at it, and you learn how to take an ass whooping. Now, in life, I will tell you, it's really good to believe the hype to a degree, but don't believe your own hype too far that you're invincible, because no one's invincible. Everybody has a weakness. You just have to work on finding it. If you are an unprepared fighter, no matter how good you think you are, if you've never actually been in actual combat, you're not going to be as good as you think you are when you get hit in the face. And when you get hit in the face, everything changes. Everything changes. Your whole perspective. And it needs to change like lickety-split before the second hit comes, because that second hit, if you're not like done, that second hit just might do you in. And they don't teach you this shit here on Instagram. They don't teach you this shit here on YouTube. Because a lot of these motherfuckers ain't been in no street fights. Oh yeah, I've been in tournaments. I'm a UFC champion. Good fucking for you. Good for you. UFC gave me the finger back in 1993. Which is why no one knows who the fuck I am. UFC didn't have a 120-pound weight class until I was 37 and face down at Sand Hill in the Army. Where I finally reached the 130-pound mark. Because I couldn't gain weight for years. So if you haven't really been in a street fight where someone's got a stick with a nail in it or an iron pipe, how can any of you tell me that I am wrong? Because I've been in those fights in West Haven with broken glass bottles and sticks with nails in them and other kinds of bullshit. Iron pipes versus regular sticks. And I've been in that shit. I know how to survive those things. Now, I ain't never been in no fucking ring. No one would ever give me a chance. Oh, get your weight up, they said. Oh, we don't have 115 pounds, they said. We don't have super flyweight. But if you are a woman and you are 120 pounds or less, we got you all day. But you're a 5'3" man. You're a short man. You have Napoleon syndrome. You got the proof. No, I don't have Napoleon syndrome. Generally, I have David versus Goliath syndrome. The bigger you are, that shit doesn't fear me. I like that shit. Because a big guy doesn't understand the principle of my size doesn't always work for me. It just means that I believe this little guy can't hurt me. When you think someone can't hurt you because you look at them and you see somebody who's 120 pounds of nothing, you will find out the hard way that that's 120 pounds of problem that you underestimated and got fucked up by. Everybody's bigger than me. All my nephews are bigger than me, except for like the youngest ones that you see me messing with every now and again. But they're going to be bigger than me too. No one wants to fight me. Trust me. I'm 127 pounds of problem. And it ain't no bullshit behind the shit that I tell you. If I tell you that getting hit in the face hurts, where other martial artists here on Instagram and YouTube don't tell you that shit, you might want to reevaluate, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Getting hit anywhere, here, that shit's going to hurt. People aren't going to be playing with you like they do in the dojo, because you're sparring, you're pity-patting, you're just tapping. You're not trying to hurt each other. When you get out there and you find that 30% out of the 100% of hey, works, you're going to know. This is what works. Guys running at you, boom, basic push kick. Guys running at you, boom, basic jumping front kick. Guys running at you, bam, turning round kick. You're distance fighting, but you're keeping that son of a bitch off you. He gets in too close, boom, low uppercut to the rib. Boom, another one. One to the chin. You're going to need to use basic shit. This shit right here, you're dead. This shit right here, you're dead. If you miss those two kicks, you miss this kick. You think that person's just going to lay there and watch you show off? Really? Because that last kick, that reverse tornado kick, if I block and hit you in the testicles, or if I just sidestep and ridge hand the shit out of you, you've wasted energy and you've put your life in danger. Kung Fu Havoc number 2, be seeing you. For Instagram, thanks for watching. I sure as hell